What are tactics when it comes to communication? Hi, I'm Aldric Toyad. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the page. In previous videos, I covered things like your market segment, your target audience, your stages of the customer's journey, your marketing objectives, your communications objectives, and the previous video I talked about strategy. So we're moving on to the next item. If you will imagine a little waterfall of sorts. We're going from a bigger picture and into more details, right? So that's basically what tactics is. Tactics are essentially details of your strategy. If your strategy to increase market market share by 20% is by penetrating new market segments, specifically audiences in their 20s who have a capacity to purchase X amount of products at Y amount of dollars. The tactic to accomplish this would be number one. What tools will you use? Are you going to use, let's say you're using Facebook as your primary platform. Will you be deploying bots, chatbots? Will you be increasing the amount of posts related to the catering to the target audience? Will you be increasing the frequency of Facebook ads? These are three at least different tactics. If you're going to go for podcasts as a strategy to increase by virtue of your podcast, so your podcast would of course be a tactic per se, right? So the frequency of your podcasts, the topics of your podcast, the approach and angles within the podcast is your tactic. Question, of course, is are your tactics aligned? When it's a single platform like Facebook, podcast, EDMs, it seems easy to manage because you have a view, an overarching view of the platform. Now, when you're talking about your business objective, when you're talking about your marketing objective, your communications objective, you have to integrate different tactics, different platforms to accomplish the same thing. Everything has to be aligned, right? So when you're talking about Facebook, is the Facebook tactic, the frequency of posts, the ads, Facebook ads, aligned with the PR, for example, or the media relation, the publicity angle or publicity tactics? Are they aligned? Are they sync? Or is this going one way and this one going another way, which is a common strategy, if you will, or the lack of strategy being adopted by many businesses because of the idea that, hey, one tool governs all. I'm sorry, this is not Lord of the Rings. There's no one ring to rule them all, right? That only exists in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. But in reality is different tactics cater to different business objectives, different purpose, right? And it should all be it should be synchronized. It should be integrated to accomplish the final outcome within that period. So if you're trying to penetrate into a new market, obviously you need your advertising strategy and advertising tactics. So what sort of a strategy in terms of advertising? Will you be deploying advertisements in print media? At what frequency? At what page would you like to have it come out? At what size? How is the look and feel? And if you have your public relations or PR arm, you would not want your news releases your press releases to go on a different platform in order to increase visibility. Remember, if that is not your target audience, if mass market is not your target intended audience, if you are for example, you are aiming at business travelers, you don't want to deploy ads, you don't want to deploy articles in a parenting magazine. Why? The mindset, the perception doesn't gel. But you would want to have the ads, you want to have coverage on business titles, the business section of newspapers, of dailies. You would want to have the ad appear in LinkedIn. You want to have the post appearing regularly in timelines of your page followers on LinkedIn. Again, it all depends, as I said earlier on this trickle down of sorts, this different layers. When we say there's an alignment, it is clear, even though the specific tactics, whether it's publicity, whether it's events, whether it's advertising, whether it's online or offline, it's aligned. And it will lead to the fulfillment of a strategy in realizing the objectives that you have set apart. We live in a world of an abundance of information and offers. On Facebook alone, I have no idea how many, I lost track of how many promotions I've received in terms of marketing tools. But that's it. It's a marketing tool. And you are no different. No matter where you consume your information from, whether it's your Chrome browser on your phone or on your laptop, whether you're on LinkedIn or Instagram, you will see a lot of offers. The question is, all right, would it be aligned? Are tactics aligned? Are they congruent? Are they consistent with the strategy and objective? If everything is going in the same direction, go ahead. Now, in the previous video, I said the lack of strategy is a strategy in its own right. Yes, that's where it's dangerous. When we are too busy firefighting, deploying different tools for the sake of tools without a clear direction to attain a clear objective, we are no different than a headless chicken running around. We will not go anywhere. You would end up wasting a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of resources. So I do hope you take the time, whenever or wherever possible, to step back and think and consider and discern and reflect and ponder whether the tactics that you are going to deploy is aligned or is consistent with the strategy and is in line with the objectives. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, tactics are merely details of the strategy or how you're going to carry things out. Once again, I'm Aldric Toyad. I wish you a great day ahead. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. You can also leave a comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks.